Q&A in this video? Q&A, question and answer. Let's do it. How old are you and how long have you been training? I'm 38 and I started strength training like officially last November, a little bit less than a year ago, like true strength training. Matthew Rush says, hey Gavin, so I started intermittent fasting the other day, and by the time I break my fast at about 18 hours, by the way, I'm not really that hungry. And my eating window, it's hard to get the calories. I'm 5'10", 200 pounds, about 25% body fat. I'm thinking about 1,800 calories a day would lean me down on intermittent fasting, but when I get it in, I'm still trying to eat healthy chicken and veggies, and sweet potatoes aren't really that many calories. Any suggestions on what I should be eating and my feeding window, what my feeding window should be to reach my calorie goal? I like eating the same thing every day, by the way. It makes things easier. You want to be calculating maintenance calories at 15 calories per pound of body weight, all right, maintenance, okay? So aggressive, that's with 1 hour of exercise. So aggressive fat loss would be at 12 calories per pound of body weight. That's goal body weight. So if you want to get down to 180 pounds, you got to do 12 times 180 with 1 hour of exercise per day. That's going to get you a nice calorie deficit and comfortably lose fat, okay? It's very important that you're hitting 0.82 grams of protein each day though. Make sure you're doing regular strength training and tracking your gains, tracking your progress with your strength. That's very important to make sure you're not losing muscle. Lastly, regarding what to eat and is it okay to go lower? So, eating the same thing is definitely a good idea. I think it's a really good idea, actually. You're on the right point with chicken and rice, vegetables. Abdullah, thanks, new subscriber, says this dude's looking pretty good shape for his age. Enough of the criticism, just appreciate what he does for you. Thanks, Abdullah, much love, bro. I appreciate it. Florin, awesome comment here. I want to see you on the top of YouTube, bro. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm just going to try to provide massive value. That's my goal. Another guy here, McStud the man. Cool name, bro. Screw the haters. This is good stuff. I love it, bro. Forever Myron, my man. I appreciate you. I love your comments. Jay, thank you so much for the congrats on reaching 1,000 subscribers here. Barton, he says, why don't you just curse instead of saying what the F? I believe in something called etiquette. Emily Post wrote a book called, and it's really a secret handshake of the highest level elite. It's called etiquette, manners, and extreme professionalism. And also, I want to make this like a family channel because I know there's 4 billion people coming online right now. A lot of them are young, a lot of them are under 18. And so I don't believe, even if it's going to get me more subscribers, even if it's going to give me more views, I don't care. My personal belief, and I'm going to stand firm on it, is staying true to not using bad language or dropping F-bombs just to increase views. Ryan definitely says, the main goal, if you're already 130 pounds, it's, cutting is ridiculous. The main goal should be getting strength and gaining weight. I appreciate that, bro. And, it's really an individual thing. I can totally see your point of view. Ultimately, for me, personally, it's more important for me to be lean and shredded than to be big and bulky. Okay, even if I was 200 pounds shredded, I don't want that. I want to be shredded, lean, and aesthetic. John Wilkerson asked, why do you mess around with whey protein during a fast? Leucine is dirt cheap, and just buy the leucine, take 5 grams every 6 hours during the fast. I've never taken just straight leucine before, John. I do believe that there's a lot of power in taking the real form of amino acids from grass-fed cows. Personally, it's the natural form, and by taking that real raw form from the whey protein, I believe it has a much greater effect on muscle recovery, okay, and tremendous amount of energy from the master Ori Hofmeckler. That's really where I started learning that from. So I believe grass-fed whey protein concentrate is the best form of amino acids. 100%, I'm gonna stand behind that. Why is everybody hating? People are, this guy, love what this guy does, helping people reach their goals. He looks better than most of the people in America, probably better than half of you keyboard warriors. Hey, thanks. Looks like Baticist. I appreciate it, bro. Deep Life, good comment. Is it better to train the upper body twice a week and 1 leg day? or shoulders, triceps on one day, and then back and biceps on one day, and legs on another day. What's worked for me is following the Greek God program, which is like workout A, where I'm doing chest, shoulders, and tris, okay, and then the next then one day rest, and then the next day I'm doing weighted chin-ups and biceps, and then legs. That's what I did for like the first 3 months, building up the foundation. So that's what I would recommend sticking to. That's incredibly effective. 9 question mark, you look like you're 5 to 7% body fat. Wow, I'm Myron. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. There's really no way to tell how lean I am, or any of us are. It's probably kind of an in between there. I don't think it's that low. I think it's more like 8 or 9 personally. Totally raw, dude. I love you, man. You're awesome, bro. Are you married? I'm actually not married. I've never been married. No. Before my prime, a healthy male does not reach his prime till well after 38. Thompson, hey dude, he says I started IF 5 days ago. I'm rather fat. He says, he says I did a 24-hour fast, and then I had one big vegan meal for only 12 to 1,500 calories. And the first 3 days were really hard, a lot of withdrawals. But then by the 5th day, he said he was shocked on how much more energy he had. So Christian, you're right on point. Those first few days, even the first week, is tremendously hard. But getting to that 24-hour point, since you have a lot of fat to lose, is a good idea because you have a lot of stored energy. Doing a 12 to 1,500 calorie meal is actually probably pretty good for a gentleman like you if you can handle that with burning the stored energy in your period where you're down. One thing to always keep in mind though, guys, is if you never eat less than 10 calories per pound of body weight. So I'm not sure exactly what your weight is here, Christian, but just keep that in mind. You don't want to eat under 10 calories per pound of goal body weight. It could send you into a spiral the other way of overeating. I've definitely done that myself. Learned. Wow, amazing comment. Ali, great comment just 3 days ago. I didn't see this somehow till now. He says that, Ali says, before I watched your videos, I tried many programs, but none of them worked because of the diet plans, making 5 to 6 small meals a day, and I was stuck at 16% body fat. So he was at a set point of 16%, basically right where I was, and now he's down to 15%. He could start to see six-pack abs starting to show, and he's getting super motivating. And he's getting like super confident. His cheekbones are appearing. He's feeling better and feeling more confident. He says, I had an 8-hour feeding window, and now I'm going to do more aggressive fasting and push myself to 20 hours for this month. So do it, Ali. You're doing awesome. And he says, ask for more videos on how long it takes to lose 5% fat, and how much I can expect to lose in a month. 1 pound per week is pretty realistic on the way of body fat. So, keep your goals realistic. This is an amazing comment, Ali, and you really inspired me to put out a lot more content, bro. Thank you. Humbert Hidalgo, this guy looks like a Greek god. Tony, you're the man. I appreciate you. You always watch my videos and commenting, bro. Seriously, value. And Justin Tackett too, man, you're loyal. He says, you've taught me more than any workout program or website. I'm grateful to have come across your channel. I'm sticking by your side. Dude, shout out, bro. Thank you. Thanks, Gabby. You're looking good, ripped and muscular. I was just say you look too thin. But considering Brad Pitt was about 72 kgs in Fight Club and looked amazingly swole and continued to eat loads, I prefer to look lean myself. Keep the videos coming, Gavin Mail. Great. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it myself. And yeah, dude, I am actually a lot heavier than Brad Pitt was in Fight Club. If you look, she says I'm looking ripped, looking so defined. Abs are looking so defined. You look like you had ab etching. Mercenary 914, never sad watching a Gavin video. Here's a few questions hopefully we can answer in another video. How old are you? 38. On a different note, what is the what's your fasting window like? So my fasting window is normally I like to eat at night. I like to eat at dinner time. So I normally start eating, usually about a 4-hour feeding window. I like to do like a 20-hour fast, usually about maybe even 21 hours. I feel like, a final question, are you in a set calorie surplus right now? It looks like you're getting a lot bigger. Yes, I am eating at a surplus now. It says that, you're looking a lot bigger. I think that the calorie surplus is definitely helping it tremendously, but also I've been doing chest specialization. My chest was always a weak area for me. I mean, I'll be honest, I had a really weak chest. I've never trained chest like for strength training ever since last year, right? For first time. So I still hadn't kind of grown it, and now it's finally starting to come in. I feel like I'm tracking my gains, and they're definitely getting better by doing a chest specialization, doing like 5 sets on incline press, and then I'm doing 3 sets on flat bench for chest. Last question is going to be Jason Ferret's. There's too many more to answer. I'll have to get to him on another video. He's motivating and inspiring me to do like a full day routine vlog. Okay, so I really want to do that, and I'm going to work on that. I'd really love to do like a vlog, a daily vlog, to be honest. Lastly, my wingman in college, shout out to Mark, he had a question as well because he's starting intermittent fasting and he's really excited about it. I love this guy to death. I really do. He's like a dear, like my best friend and wingman and all throughout college. He's the man. He's 210 pounds and 215 pounds, 6'2", wants to keep his muscle. He wants to still maintain his muscle while leaning down, and he's in his late 30s. So I recorded a full audio call yesterday. The quality's okay, it's not that good, I'll be honest, but you can still understand it, and I'll put a link below in this video responding to your question, Mark, and I think it will also help a lot of other people. And I titled it, how to lose fat while building muscle. How to build muscle while losing fat, basically. Kind of like that's the whole subject and topic of the video of the call. It's about 20 minutes. So that's it for Q&A. Leave a comment or question. New selfie stick coming in right now. Exciting. These guys are, hey, we'll see how it goes. Excited. See how the angle is and see if I can not lose it, break it, destroy it, or if it's quality. Voxen. So far so good. Boom. I'm gonna head into the barber shop right now. King's Barber. Check it out. Right here on J Street. After hours haircuts, huh? $2.50